EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New England Patriots. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58.
Back to throw. Fields. They complete it to Hill. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Able to slither by. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
Their own 34-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
34-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard, and now no yards have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, back to Harvey. And he loses the football a 2nd time. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11. 11.
Here we go. 5:51. 5:51. Go.
Here's Fields. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw is Fields. He'll try and do this himself. He's got him in, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the gun, here's Fields. It's a slant to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Once more with Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, a 23-yard run. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And they'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Dragon, go!
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Gravity Lions! Warrior 70!
To throw is Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Seven Pirates. Six.
Now Ward. Right back to Pitts again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a yard.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing again here, Ward. Short throw caught by Pitts. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
From the gun, Ward. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Panther Street. Let's go. Ready.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Get it. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop this quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Ready.
2nd and 10. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready. Unlock line.
A handoff, Barkley running left. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process.
Come on.
You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown! Saquon Barkley from 6 yards away. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw him to him just a little bit more.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Turn, ball, turn. Right.
Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. 331, 331. Right.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, Ken.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. Oh, great effort there. He He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Here's Ward. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
On the set. Here we go. Go.
To throw, here's Ward. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Throwing now, Ward. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 8.
Here we go, Slide. 19 structure.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
6 makes it 3rd and 2.
Hey, Ken.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half.
17, Patriots 10.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Ward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Tag. Not Bronco leading.
From the gun, here's Ward. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he could pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Tough one there. First drive in the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now Fields going to run. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, son. Go.
They'll run. This is Basher Tootin. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Fields. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Off the play fake, Ward.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, good move. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
13-yard line.
Ready.
Play action now, Ward.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Come on. Set.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Throwing is Ward.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Green 19, right side.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
551, 12 go. Justin.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
To throw is Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
R.J. Harvey
With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score. Broncos 24, Patriots 17.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters' blocks like you're a sprinter. Get a little bit of those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun.
Moore going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action with Ward.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Patriots. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The extra point now for Borregales.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Ties the game
what a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Set. 19 Jackson. Right.
Play action. It's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
319 gets net.
On the toss, here's Harvey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Here we go. 319. Chips hurt. Eleven. Go.
A handoff. Here's Harvey.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Off play action. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Turbo set.
On play action, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26.
That's another first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the give, it's Harvey.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 331.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields finds Pickens out right.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
On the handoff, Harvey.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right.
They'll run with Harvey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Go.
Back to throw. Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get it. Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 70. Ready.
To throw is Ward.
He finds Douglas complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
13 yards on the play. That's good. We're on Patriots. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Under 10.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Gravity Lions.
He's back to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's 2nd down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Broncos 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 19 seconds.
Here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Don't worry about one last check. Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Alpha. Extend. Right.
Now Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
All eyes on Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Hey, can't. No muss. Easy. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 1st and goal.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go. Tonight.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes...
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80. 19, pioneer.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And getting this just shy of midfield is spotted at the 49.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season.